Shake. We back at you. So tonight, what I want to talk about is I want to squeeze three things in this video, right? Purposely misspelling words, speaking in code, and sleeping with a mutant. Good God, he's starting already. Now, these first two things I'm just going to flow with. Purposely misspelling words. Misspelling words and speaking in code. Most spiritual people have been silenced. Most conscious people have been silenced. They've created a system wherein if you type specific words, they automatically flag a video. Someone was from the South. I can't say orange. Orange. I can't pronounce part. There's certain words that I say based upon my it's all up in here, how I pronounce words. So they come in with a system and they say, you got to spell these words like this. You got to spell these words like that. Well, us, the occultists, the spiritual ones, we go against what they say. Because when you go back and deal with the ancient people, what the ancient people did, they wrote everything in code. They wrote a lot of things in secret. They used a lot of chaos. And in using chaos, they will confuse the people who wasn't ready for the knowledge. Because this knowledge is not for everybody. Hence, we begin to do right now. We purposely misspelling words. Because the people who understand you going to understand you. See, the computer can't pick it up. The enemy can't pick it up. So we purposely misspell words. We speak in code. We speak in a way to where we are saying things, but we're not really saying it. Because the people who need to hear what we're saying gonna pick it up. So we speaking to where, I like to use the word hybrid. I like to use the word mutant. I like to use the word created. Because these people are convinced that they're not created, that they're not hybrids, and that they're not mutants. So when they hear these words, they don't even realize you might actually be talking to them. So we either got to get away from using the word hybrid, created, and mutant. We got to go back to the ancient texts and start putting out the words that the ancient people used that's forgotten. Because there's a lot of things I need to get off my chest, but there's a way I got to say it. Purposely misspelling words. Speaking in code. It's nothing new to us. We forgot how to do it. And it's time to go back to that place where we're dealing with chaos, where we're dealing with a level of confusion. Now let's go jump in the book because I don't want to be too long on that misspelling words and speaking in code. Now let's go to sleeping with the mutant. Dating the mutant. Falling in love with the mutant. Remember when the movie Total Recall? When the guy walked up to Erno, the black guy walked up to Erno, asked Erno, hey man, you ever effed the mutant before? Hey man, you ever effed the mutant before? Go back to Total Recall when Erno went on balls and his cab driver told him, hey man, you ever effed the mutant before? What mutants you think they was talking about? It wasn't the real mutants. It was the created. In my book, I was gonna call the book The Male Witch of the South, but I think I decided to change the name. I decided to change the name from The Male Witch of the South, and I decided to call the book. Make a quick adjustment on y'all. I decided to call the book now. Now I call the book. I'm gonna call the book now. I'm gonna call the book Melanin and Chaos. Melanin and Chaos. And I'm gonna put on the bottom, I'm gonna call the book Melanin and Chaos, because this book is gonna be, melanin continually changes. It's a volatile substance, and that's what we are. So I'm gonna call it Melanin and Chaos, because there's gonna be so much chaos in my book. Most people not even gonna understand the stuff that's in the book. But at the bottom of the book, written by the male witch of the South. Yeah. I was gonna call the book the male witch. Written by the male witch of the South. Let's go in my book. In the back of my book, when we're dealing with sex, right? The middle of my book, when we're dealing with sex, I got a paragraph in my book. I wrote this last night, called Sex with a Mutant / Hybrid Human. Sex with a mutant / hybrid human. Don't expect anything special. Oh, you thought she was different? Oh, you thought he was different than mutant? Don't expect nothing special. It's incapable of giving you a high level experience. See, the original man, the original woman can give you a high level experience. It can give you a high level experience. We're dealing with my book right now. His brain has a cap. It has a cap, like the new rappers use the word you capping. It has a cap. It has a cap on. Me and you don't have a sexual cap. Its ability to feel has a cap. Its ability to feel and to indulge in the higher levels has a cap. When me and your feelings in the bed don't have a cap, because we the original, we the garden man. Yeah. It can't go beyond the first level of sex. Sex has many levels. Sex has many dimensions. Dimension 1, dimension 2, level 1, level 2. It cannot go beyond the first level of sex, right? It can FUKC only. It's not capable of making love. It can F only. Watch this. It's rough and violent in bed. It's rough. Its nature in bed is a rough one. Its nature in bed is a violent one. It imitates love from what it is seen on television. You better catch that. That's a download. That's all me right there. It imitates love from what it saw on television. So it go watch love scenes and they go try to imitate that in the bed because it's not capable of producing it. Boy, you preaching right now. Boy, you better work. You better work. I say you better preach that side. They gonna miss it. Say it for the people in the back. From what it's seen on television. It makes love sounds and movements, but I have no true understanding of it. What do you mean by it makes love sounds and love movements? You gonna hear, Lord, babe, oh, it makes the sounds, it makes the movements, but it's imitating what it saw. It has no true understanding of it. That's what they say in the book, Melanin and Chaos, the male witch of the South. Watch this. Watch this. It takes in the bed and it has nothing to give back. Anybody out there, you dated a mutant before, a hybrid before? Yeah, a created man, a created woman. How it takes your energy in the bed, but it has no energy to give back to you and replace your energy. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That's why narcissistic people like to date mutants, because you could date a mutant and control a mutant. But leave that alone. There's nothing back. Even its conversation has a limit. When y'all talking, y'all conversation have a limit. Don't fall in love with a mutant. Don't fall in love. Anybody out there, you guilty of dating a mutant before? Let's go back to the movie Total Recall. Have you ever effed a mutant before? Anybody out there, you fell in love with a mutant before? We guilty of it. They even say that the gods of Earth was falling in love and procreating with the daughters of the world, which is the mutants. Sometimes we fall in love with them. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we like to get in our little selves and indulge. Don't fall in love with the mutant. It has no It has no limits when it comes down to sex. It does not have a cap when it comes down to sex. Meaning that what? Its level of morality is gone. So it will do anything. It do stuff in the bed that you're not supposed to do. I told y'all sex have laws and sex have rules. There are certain things you shouldn't indulge in sex. It's going to indulge in those things. Because it has no cap. Because its brain is, watch this. It has no loyalty. It has no loyalty. After a few drinks, it will sleep with your best friend or with a group of people. You ever been somewhere and you had mutant friends? Baby, they go to drinking. They go to, I've been drinking. Baby, they go to drinking and they willing to do anything. They willing to take it there right now. Anything. Anybody been out around them mutant women before when they go to drinking a little bit? Around them mutant men? When they go to drinking? They've been drinking. It doesn't have a soul. Its level of morality is low. People with souls, we have a level of morality. It doesn't have one. You can't convince it to do anything. Watch this, and I'm done. It party different, especially the ones with money. That hybrid man and the hybrid woman, they party different. Yeah, they don't party like us. When they go to partying, he could have bumping up against your girlfriend, bumping up against your wife. Or bump, you hold up, homeboy, what you doing? We don't do that over here. Or she go to drinking, and she go to, I always wanted to tell you, I love your beard. I just always wanted to tell you, your muscles are so big and strong. I just love your hair. They party different. Especially the ones with money. They into the sharing is caring. What we talked about in the video was purposely misspelling words and speaking in code. See, they keep blocking you on Instagram. They keep blocking you on Facebook. They keep blocking you on YouTube because you don't know how to play with words. I'm trying to get you to play with words. If I can get you to play with the words, we can take this to the next level. I see.